Turning Point of My Career, A.J. Cronin. In his autobiographical essay, The Turning Point of My Career, A.J. Cronin, a doctor, describes how he became a writer. It was a major turning point in his career. It taught him a significant lesson of perseverance for success in life. A.J. Cronin was a doctor in the West End of London at the age of 33. Old ladies liked him for his free treatment. He read all medical journals, attended scientific meetings, and got postgraduate diplomas. Yet he was not sure of his abilities. Cronin developed indigestion. On his wife's insistence, he consulted a fellow doctor. His friend diagnosed his malady as a gastric ulcer. He prescribed 6 months complete rest in the countryside on a milk diet. It was a rude shock to Cronin. Cronin had to live like an exiled prisoner in fine form. Cronin settled as a paying guest in a cottage. It was near a lake among rain-drenched, misty mountains. The village folk were simple shepherds. Change over from a busy city life to an idle rural life made Cronin crazy. It caused mental agony and dullness. To get some relief, he thought of writing. Once he had a vague ambition to write a novel if he had time. Now he had plenty of leisure, so he decided to write a novel despite his gastric ulcer. Cronin bought 2 dozen penny notebooks, sat on his chair in his cold, lonely bedroom, and began to write a novel. But no sentence came out of his mind. He simply gazed through the window for 3 hours. As a doctor, he had scribbled a lot of medical prescriptions for patients, but he was not able to write anything about men and matters. He despaired. He looked like a dreadful fool. Suddenly, he remembered his old schoolmaster's advice not to go on thinking blankly, but to set the thoughts down on paper. So Cronin plunged into action. He formed a theme, the tragic record of a man's egoism and pride. He imagined the characters and actions, but he was ignorant of narrative techniques. He struggled for 3 months. Slowly, the characters took shape and he narrated their action on paper. Sometimes he woke up at midnight and wrote down what he imagined. Cronin was not satisfied with his typed manuscripts. They seemed to be trash. He felt that his writing was an exercise in futility. He thought that he was harming himself instead of recovering from his gastric ulcer. In a fit of frustration and fury, he threw all his written papers into the ash can. To comfort himself, he went out for a walk in the drizzling rain. On the lake shore, he saw old farmer John Angus ditching a patch of bogged hay in his little farm. He told the old man about terming his novel writing as useless. The old man looked at Cronin with disappointment and contempt. After some silence, however, he remarked that Cronin was, of course, right in abandoning this writing is pursuing his digging work. Angus described how he pursued his father's teaching work, though it was fruitless. Angus' father digged the bog but never made a pasture. Angus also went on digging but could not make a pasture. Yet he would go on digging whether he got success or failure. The old farmer's words taught Cronin a lesson in perseverance. Cronin took back his papers from the dustbin and restarted his novel writing. He worked hard and finished his novel in 3 months. He sent it to a publisher. His period of rest entered. He said goodbye to every villager. On the last day, he received a telegram about the acceptance of his novel for publication. It was a great surprise to him. He showed it to old farmer John Angus. The Castaway novel created history. The Book Society selected it as a significant book, dramatized it, serialized it, and translated it into 19 languages. Hollywood bought it and filmed it. 3 million copies of the novel were sold. It changed Cronin's life radically beyond his wildest dreams, all because of the old farmer's timely lesson in perseverance. The maybe chose darkness and despair in a man's career. The best way to get out of it is to pursue his work and finish it. Thank you.